What is up, guys? Lord Respawn here. Welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. So in today's video, no cam, because we are exploring the amazing Galar region, the official art that they released. We are going to look at everything that we can see and kind of make a quick analysis of like what it could be. Point out a few things that you may have missed, point out a few things that you want to go look at deeper. Hopefully you find this video very interesting, because this is just, it is such a cool map, and I think that a lot of people might have missed a lot of it, because there's a lot going on. You know, from this view, unless you zoom in, you're going to miss a lot of stuff. So what we're going to do is kind of go over the overview of, you know, where I think things are, and then where the start and finish is, and things like that. So let's just jump right in, honestly. This is more of a north to south. I said it in another video, but more of a north to south kind of region versus previous regions where they're either, you know, square or they're very spread out, like the Alola region via islands, things like that. This is very just straight up and down, right? So you're going to start either at the top or bottom naturally. It's kind of my hypothesis. And based on, you know, let's just zoom in here. Based on how everything looks and how Pokemon games have played in the past, like this top part looks like a very like dense, it looks like an end goal kind of place to be. Like that's where I want to be. I want to be in the big city with the flashing lights and the cool tower and things like that. But if you go to the bottom, it kind of looks like this little town, you know, out in the country where you kind of just start your life. Now, this is where we're going to begin our journey, is in this little town down here, for the purposes of this video. So this purple building right here in this lake, this was shown in the trailer. This is the battlefield. You can see my mouse. That's I'm going to call it a battlefield. That was in the trailer. You kind of sit on a bench in that area. Some of this other stuff, you see these mountains in the background. Some of this stuff we were exploring. I think some of this right here was in the trailer. But basically, this is going to be your starting point. Because there's a lot of mountains, and all of that was kind of in that initial trailer. So moving up, you see like a clock tower right here. I think that's just like a random destination. Here you're going to notice throughout, I do want to point this out, you see some train tracks go from this way, coming out of the mountains over here, across here, all the way up. So basically connecting everything is, you can see it on the left side over here, the west side of it. You can see it on this, going up to the mountain. Trains connect everything, so that's awesome. I think it's gonna be like a fast travel without a flying Pokemon kind of thing, which is really cool. So it looks like, you know, when you finish this initial part, you're gonna go a little north, obviously, and you're gonna hit this very, looks to be open, like marshy with you know, with some very cool looking water, tons of encounterable places to encounter Pokemon. I'm assuming we're gonna be able to walk around most of this, which would be really cool. I'm really hoping it's gonna be open world in this general area, not in all of it. It's gonna be kind of guided a little bit. But one thing I do want to point out is this castle, or this pillar on the left hand side. It looks kind of busted, and it just kind of, why, you know, you want to wonder why that happens, or why that is. So moving on, that's gonna be a cool place to kind of train. We get to this first major city, and it just looks like, this was in the trailer, it just looks like a giant metropolitan with a huge building, and that's probably going to be your first gym. One thing that I have noticed, just based on the trailer and all of that, this was in it, and these buildings right here are going to be your gyms. So I have found what I believe to be all 8 gyms. So let's start off. There's going to be one inside of here, inside of this random town, and I think it's going to be in this big building. It just naturally, that's how Pokemon does it. So that's going to be number 1. Now, these aren't in the right order, obviously, because nobody knows, but that's going to be number 1. Up here, number 2, that was shown in the trailer. On the east side of town, you've got number 3. On the west side, you've got 4, and right above that, you've got 5. The middle of the screen, it looks like this tall building right here, or right here. You've got number 6. I'm going to go with the one right here on the left. This looks like a Pokemon Tower, something like that, maybe a Team Rocket-like base, something like that. But that's number 6 is going to be one of these 2 buildings. Number 7, I believe, is going to be in here. It just makes sense, up at the top. Seems to be kind of off the path in a snowy area. So that's number 7. Yeah, that's 7. And then number 8 is going to be right here. This red building up north. This is like Big Ben, I think, is what they're probably trying to market it after. But then you've got like so there's your 8. But this is going to be where like the Pokemon Champion League is and all that fun stuff. So there's your 8. I think it's pretty cool. You can kind of see the 8 gyms. They seem to be sticking to that 8 gym mark, which is really, really cool. So let's zoom in again. I think I can zoom in. No. Okay, we're already zoomed in. It looks like there's some stuff on the left here. Some buildings. Not really sure what that is. Maybe a daycare. Here's some of those rocks that have weird markings on them. Looks like over here is where the hieroglyphic thing is from the trailer. Still no idea what that is, but some cornfields and stuff. Who knows? But that's going to be interesting. Looks like you've got some faces on doors right here, so that could be something. You've got a very, very colorful. Looks like a passageway, something like that. Not really sure what that is. And then just keeping on the trend right up here, you've got a forest, and it looks like a bunch of neon mushrooms and things like that. So that's going to be a really cool town. I feel like this is like leading into like a hippie town kind of thing, and it's just going to be a lot of neon and a lot of bright colors. So that's going to be really, really, really cool. Back down into the center of the map, looks like we've got some more rocks and like a dead forest. You've got an ocean town over here. With the typical boats and a lighthouse. You got to have the lighthouse. We kind of already talked about the middle part. Probably some kind of hangout, some kind of who knows. There's looks like a Charizard or something face right there. On the east side over here, who knows what that is, but there's some kind of structure over there. You've got some icy little islands and things. You've got a rocky, looks like a open rocky path right here leading up into this kind of building. Now there are some, before we get to the top, there are some random islands like on this left-hand side. And I think that's it. There's one out here. There's one up north. Let's see. I think there's one over here. I don't know if we can get to those, but it is worth pointing out. And then let's go ahead and hit this top part. Looks like we've got a huge snowy area, tons of forest. I wonder how much of that's going to be like we can explore. That's obviously TBD. But here, we've got the massive tower. We've got the big metropolitan area. Seems like the place to be. So, this seems like the end game. I could be totally wrong, but just based on, the other towns and things like that, this seems like the end of the game. So, guys, that was a lot. Wow. That was so... Wow. I'm very, very excited for this game. The more that I you know, look into the trailer, look into the maps, look into the Pokemon deeper that have been put out. I know we only had 7 minutes of a reveal today, but the more that I learn about it and the more that I kind of talk about the different aspects of different parts of the map or the Pokemon or whatever, I get more and more excited. Like, this is going to be incredible. You know, that like this beginning part just looks awesome. The hometown, or what appears to be the hometown, looks really, really cool. And then honestly, like, I just kind of realized, like, as I was preparing for this video, you know, this neon town, like, I am super neon hippie town. Like, I am so excited to see that, you know, to see some kind of gameplay of that town. Like, I think it's going to be like one of the coolest locations in the game. But who knows? Who knows? You know, so much to be said, so much to be revealed. Yeah, guys. All right. Let me know what you think. What are you guys excited for? You know, what part of the map do you want to visit most? And yeah, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thank you guys for the continued support of my channel as a whole. We are so close to 1,000 subs. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That would be amazing. But yeah, guys, it's here. It is here. Pokemon Gen 8 is here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping in. Later, y'all.